It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports.
This taken in right around the goal line.
Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
Well, as I say, if you drew it up, you couldn't have drawn it a whole lot better. That's exactly how you want to start the game. Excellent momentum off the opening kickoff.
Throwing to start here is Tua.
And it's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 35.
I've heard of quick strike offenses, but this is taking that to the extreme. I mean, the very first snap of the ball game, normally you're thinking, let's get our quarterback comfortable and get him into the flow of the game, but not here. They come out attacking from the outset, and it pays off in a big way.
He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. Second down.
2nd and 9.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year.
And the Bisons march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone.
Now a hit and a loose football.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple. But you look at this defense.
They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try to run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, a heavy rush, and down he goes. The job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
7th play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Now back to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Bailey. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw.
And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Up the middle they go. It's Bailey. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Now the throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll send a receiver in motion left.
They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass going to turn into a loss.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And the return will stop it well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning to points for the other side.
A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. Incomplete.
But I certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
2nd and 7.
Throw left side complete. That's Harrington. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Now HN on 1st and 10.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, San Antonio in possession as they've got it 2nd down and 11.
From the gun, it's Tua. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Now Tua.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Back to the ground, HN.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Tua now on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Mills. Touchdown! A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6.
And the Bisons go up by 2 touchdowns.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start this drive out on the ground. They juked him, and they're able to get this one across the 35.
What was that? Are you kidding
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Bailey. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
They'll try and throw for it here. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field.
A run straight ahead with HN.
And touchdown!
Devon HN.
With career touchdown number 96, he joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list.
And the Bisons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse it. This is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Bailey. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Well, let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They're going to try and throw. Over the middle. That's caught by Schwartz. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. They'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. A defensive-minded coach loves to bring the heat, brought the heat there, and it worked out.
And nowadays, all those defensive-minded coaches, for them, it's all about getting the football. I went into one facility, and as soon as you walked into the defensive room, there was a football, like on a spring, and each guy that walks in that plays has to act like he's knocking the ball free. They want those instincts created. They want them to think about that all the time, and that's what they're trying to preach.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal.
That's a big league job there, getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
They'll run. Achane. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Devon Achane with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bisons are able to widen their lead here in this first half. So a toss play there does the trick as he's into the end zone.
And you don't run this unless you're sure you've got a guy who has the speed who can get to the edge, because what you're hoping for him to win the race to the corner and turn it upfield to the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
On play action, they'll throw. He finds his man complete. That's Bailey. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
This is like watching paint dry. Ooh, I can't believe what I'm watching.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Pressure comes and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's second down. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Pitch and catch there, good for 13. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They're going to look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Back to throw now on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. There he goes left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. I cannot imagine a more perfect half of football for one side, CD, and a more disastrous half of football for another side. But if you focus on the positive half, with this pick six, you look at where that lead is at, and to think that we are only in the second quarter. My goodness.
I love the expression. My goodness, indeed. Pretty obvious. It's a free fall out there. Everybody gets a chance to make a play. And if you're on the field, you've got a great chance of being the next guy that your teammates are celebrating.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 22-yard line.
Guys, pick it up. Let's do this! Boys, focus!
Here's 2nd and 3. He'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. This time they stay on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
A gain of 16 yards. And then Boston first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw here. He finds his man complete. That's Bailey. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The first half, no contest. What will the second half bring? As we are back and underway on EA Sports. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Bailey. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 45 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
On 1st down, it's Bailey. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On 2nd down now, it's Bailey. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Cam Smith. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half that's carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
It is caught at the 10-yard line. And a huge play that time. 52 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. Achan. Touchdown. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up first and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. And it will be an excellent return here all the way down inside the 25-yard line. What a play.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Bailey. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. All told, they get 13 yards on that play. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. David Njoku from 17 yards out. And the Bulls are able to claw one back. Extra point splits the uprights, so they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before.
Looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now a give, right side. Bailey. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. They're going to hurry back to the line now. 2nd and 6. He finds his man, complete. That's Bailey. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Here's SZN to start the drive. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Right back to SZN on 2nd down. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And quickly they get to the line. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. He'll take it at the 42. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown! David Njoku. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bulls get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. So he's hit pay dirt twice, but still they're facing that deficit here in the 2nd half.
So they're going to see if they can continue to find ways to get him the football, because obviously something is working for him to find the end zone twice. In any event, however this turns out, he's going to be hard to deal with in the film room, isn't he? He's going to want to know why he's not getting more passes thrown to him.
Those big tight ends are getting greedy. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. Powering his way forward. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They could definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they'll put in a lot of backups to do it and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to get them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
Here's Tua. He sets to fire deep. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And he'll take it across midfield and down the 48-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He finds his man complete. That's Bailey. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Bailey. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. The offense on third down, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is third down and 12. They'll look to throw here. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The fourth down pass play doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 71 yards. And the Bisons have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the fourth. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
We're gonna make the play. Take that.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
26 yards. First down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. David Njoku. His third touchdown of the game and fourth on the year. And the Bulls are able to at least get one score back. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not, and I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You've taken care of business. Let's close it out. And you and I, let's get to the airport.
Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. On first down, back to Achane. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 12 yards there and a first down. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Now the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
21G.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game. And got his man complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Point after here coming up. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Bring it home, boys. We got this. People are cashing checks.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards there on 3rd down as they pick up a 1st and 10. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
Back to throw again. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And now here's another interception. Now inside the 25. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That impressive performance just became a little bit more impressive here as they add yet another score to the ledger late in the 4th quarter.
And not much has stopped them at any point in this game, partner. This is just an old-fashioned blowout right here. They probably could have put the brakes on themselves, but they elected not to and played this one all the way out.
Extra point splits the uprights, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bailey, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
On 3rd down, Bailey. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off season. But on game day,